What's up, everyone? Azario here for another Yu-Gi-Oh 101 card review. Here to review a card that was released as a V-Jump promo on the 17th of this month. Last month. What we're looking at here is Triple D Caesar, the Surging Waves King. It's a long ass name. Anyway, it's a Water Fiend Exceed Effect Monster, rank 4, attack 2400, defense 1200. Description: 2 level 4 Fiend type monsters. Excuse me, you can only use each effect of DD Caesar, the Surging Waves King, once per turn. During either player's turn, you can detach one Exceed material from this card. At the end of this turn's battle phase, special summon as many monsters from your graveyard as possible that were destroyed this turn. During the next standby phase, you take 1,000 damage for each special summon monster by this effect. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Covenant card from your deck to your hand. Now, I previewed the Covenant cards, and I guess I'll do like a video on that sometime this week. And just looking at the anime effects that they have right now, if the anime effects are anything like the official card text that will be on the actual cards, then it's going to be interesting to see how these Triple Ds get played. Because those Covenant cards look pretty interesting to use. Like there's going to be like a lot of strategical um, tactics that a person would have to employ to make sure that they don't end up losing because of those damaging side effects of the Covenant non-monster cards. So, without knowing how the official cards are going to be, I'm just going to leave that effect alone, and I'm going to say that I don't know how good that effect will be. I don't know how well that effect will come in handy. We don't really know for sure because we've seen plenty of cards where they seem good in the anime, and on the website it may list the anime text, but then the official card, like the card gets nerfed so much from the original anime card. You know what I mean? So I don't know how good that search for that Covenant card is going to be, so we're going to leave that one alone. But this card can prevent a lot of this card can really pull like a switcheroo on your opponent. Granted that you have the right cards to bounce that damage to your opponent. Um, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if the DDDs get an effect that, or like a card that has an effect that bounces the damage, or like any damage that you would receive, your opponent receives instead. I wouldn't be surprised if they have that. But as far as the effect that the monster has, um, you should be able to get all your monsters back with no problem, and that can lead into more exceed summons and things like that. And I don't know, like this is one of those effects like you can't really call it. You know, like you can't really say how good or bad it's going to be until you actually see it in action. In theory, because it's been plenty of cards in the past that I feel that they're good, and plenty of cards that I've said was bad, and then you actually see them in play, and they're the exact opposite of what I said it was going to be. So, it's kind of hard to tell. But just depending on how those Covenant cards work, I'm going to just say that this is going to be a very helpful or a very harmful monster. You know, and rarely did we ever have a Exceed monster that uses Fiend monsters. Like you don't see too many of those being used like that, or you don't really see too many of them in the game anyway. So it's really hard to say. I mean, it's good to know that it's a card. I don't know how well this is going to work with the rest of the DD monsters, but from the looks of it, I'm hoping that they have effects that activate when they get special summoned. That way, it'll make more use out of this. And yeah, I hope they have an effect that can reflect that damage onto your opponent, or at least one of the non-monster support cards have that effect, or hell, even one of the monster support card. Like one of the monster effects can have that effect. So yeah, man. So with that being said, link to this card is going to be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll see you for the next card review. Peace.